Now, sometimes when we want to receive attention, it can become incredibly dysfunctional. Okay. So this might look like, so this is the flip side, the shadow side of this feminine attribute of receiving. Like you want to receive, but you're acting like a petulant child who doesn't get enough attention and is stamping her feet and throwing a tantrum. Okay. That is not what I mean by owning your power as a female entrepreneur to receive. Okay. That is not what I'm talking about. If you're there throwing a fit, look at me, look at me, look at me. Why aren't you looking at me? You're crying, you're complaining. No one's paying attention to me, all of that. That's not going to create any sort of magnetism, for one. And in fact, it's going to throw people off. Think about someone who's throwing a fit or is always complaining or has a bad attitude. Do you want to hang out with them? Generally speaking, we want to avoid people like that. And we we pull our attention away from them. So this is a dysfunctional way of working with your feminine. It's the feminine that doesn't come from a place of confidence. It comes from a place of scarcity and fear and lack of self-esteem and lack of confidence. And it's the one that's saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, instead of, hey, look at me. I got I'm all good here. And I don't know if you can hear the difference in the tone of my voice, but one is like a petulant child screaming for attention. And one is a powerful adult who owns herself and walks into the room and all the heads turn. Okay. That's the kind of magnetism that you want to own and claim as a female entrepreneur. And when you start practicing how to receive, not from a place of desperation, not from a place of scarcity, but from a place of self-ownership and self-worth and self-esteem, you start being someone who naturally gets attention and is able to receive it. And what ends up happening is you get more comfortable with marketing and you get more comfortable with being visible. And that visibility translates and turns into more people wanting to work with you and making sales. And this is magnetism in your marketing and your sales. And you do that by really owning yourself and owning that part of you that says, yes, I want the attention. Yes, I want the support. Yes, I want the sales, right? You're open to receiving. So if you own your desire to be seen, if it wasn't dangerous to be seen, if you could receive attention without fear, you would be able to tap into this incredible asset that you have, this incredible power that you have as a female entrepreneur. And that's what I'm encouraging you to play with and attend to, really think about. If you could really own this and own your ability to receive, what would you have access to that you don't right now? And I think of this as your secret power that most people are suppressing because they don't know how to calibrate it. They don't know how to manage it. They're afraid of their power. They know that they have power as a female, but they're afraid of what that means. And so they tamp it down. And I would encourage you to start practicing gracefully receiving both your own attention, whether you do it in the way that I described in terms of how you get dressed in the morning, or maybe you do it by how you work out or how you meditate or how you see yourself and your self-talk throughout the day. But I would encourage you to start gracefully receiving your own attention and the attention of others. Can you open more and more to the attention of yourself and others? What about starting to gracefully receive compliments? What if you could gracefully receive gifts, whether you liked them or not? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, what if you could gracefully receive all types of support and help? What if you could gracefully receive gifts of time? Maybe someone cancels last minute with you in your day. Haven't you been like, that's amazing. I have all this free time now. Okay, that's gracefully receiving it as opposed to being pissy that someone canceled last minute with you. Okay. How about if you gracefully started to receive attention, which I mentioned already? Okay, so that's a repeat. Build your ownership of this, your worthiness of being able to receive, your confidence in being able to receive by noticing if you're deflecting it and just allowing it in just a little bit more each and every day. Okay, instead of backing away, open. Instead of deflecting or rejecting, open to receiving. Okay. And remember, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if you can open to receive in these ways, you will be able to open and receive in your business, in your bank account, right? In the number of clients you have, in the amount of good that you can experience, the amount of joy, the amount of flow, freedom, all of that. So I really encourage you to tap into this secret power of being a female entrepreneur, your desire and natural inclination to receive.